Hi everyone, my name is Brianne and I am a positive performance mindset coach. I wanted to chat with you a little bit today about a common situation that I find myself in as a coach and maybe one that you do too. And that is our players' ability to respond quickly after making a mistake. So, how many of you have athletes like I do who just simply don't seem like they can bounce back quick enough from the last mistake that they made? So, all of a sudden, one error turns into two or three, or maybe it takes them a few minutes to regain composure before they're ready to go again. By that point, we've dug ourselves into a hole. Or maybe you have a player that just lets a couple of points in the beginning of a match or a practice determine how the rest of the night or how the rest of that practice is going to go. As a coach, it can be extremely frustrating to try and figure out what to do and how to help this athlete realize that one mistake does not define them and how to get them back in the present moment. And we also know that quick recovery from mistakes is so essential. So in most sports, it's a matter of seconds before the next play is happening. Like in volleyball, my sport, for example, it's like 10 seconds before the next serve is coming. And if our players are still stuck in the last play, there's absolutely no way that they're going to be ready to make that next play and be successful. So luckily, the ability to bounce back quickly is a skill that can be taught and practiced. And I want to let you in on a little strategy that's been helpful for my athletes over the past couple seasons. And that's called a mistake ritual. So mistake ritual is a combination of a breath, a reset word that's customized to the athlete, and a hand gesture or just a body gesture in order to connect everything back together. This takes about 5 to 6 minutes to teach your athletes, but will equip them with a strategy that they can have for every practice, every match, and often athletes find that they can utilize the strategy outside of their sport to help them reset and be present. So in order to teach a mistake ritual to your athletes, you're going to need a writing utensil and a piece of paper for each of your athletes. The first thing you're going to do is set a timer for them for 3 minutes, and you're going to give them a prompt to write to. And that prompt is simple, but they do need to think about it a little bit. It's what it has been their best playing experience in their career so far. So that could be a specific practice. It could be a match where they feel like they played really well. It could be a specific play where they feel like they played awesome and they were in the moment and they were in the flow. Whatever it is, they need to identify it. And then for 3 minutes without stopping, they're going to write with as much detail as they can about what happened during that moment. So you'll set that timer for them. Again, you want them to be very detailed about, where they were, what was going on around them, what they heard, what they smelled, what they felt, and especially the emotions that were associated with that experience. So you're going to give them 3 minutes to do that. At the end of 3 minutes, you're going to have them read back that whole experience, and you're going to have them pull out 1 to 3 words that they feel best encapsulate that experience. So for example, they may pull out the words calm or focused or present or energized or fired up. However they were feeling during that experience, you want them to think about 1 to 3 words that best describe that experience. After they've done that, you're going to have them narrow it down to 1 if they haven't already. So have them just pick 1 of those 3 words that really just hit the nail on the head on what that experience was for them. That is going to be what's called their reset word. Okay? So like I said, our mistake ritual is a combination of a breath, the reset word, and a gesture. So you're going to need to teach your athletes how to take that deep breath. That deep cleansing breath allows us to become more present in the moment. It allows our heart rate to slow down a little bit and can really just help the athlete focus in. And in order to do that breath correctly, you're going to need your athletes to breathe in through their nose for 4 to 5 seconds. So it's going to be slow. It'll look like this. And then at the top of that breath, your athlete is going to say their reset word. Okay, so if they chose calm as the reset word, they would take a deep breath in for 4 to 5 seconds. At the top, they would say their reset word, calm, to themselves, and then they would breathe out. So that's the first part of it. And they can use this, again, whenever they want. And whenever they're feeling like maybe they're going downhill a little bit, they made a mistake, they can use that breath and that reset word. The last piece to it is optional, but I do find that it really helps connect everything together, and that's a gesture. So they would do their deep breath, say their reset word, and then perform a gesture to help connect everything together. And that gesture is simple. Could be a snap of the finger, could be a little brush of their shoulder, could be tightening their hairband, it could be adjusting their knee pads, a tap of the foot, something very simple. Have them kind of feel it out and practice a few and see what will work for them. The last thing you need to do as a coach is to coach them through how to do this and prompt them to use it a lot in practice. So it's not going to be a magic wand that they're going to be able to pull out just in the middle of a match if they've never practiced it before. So you're going to need to prompt your athletes to do their mistake ritual before a water break or after a water break or between plays or after they break it out. They'll need to really be prompted in the beginning to do that mistake ritual so it becomes habit. Prompt your athletes after you notice them making an error. You can stop practice and you can stop the game and just have everybody do their mistake ritual just so it becomes very routine. So I hope this was helpful for you. I know it has been for my athletes, and I wish you the best of luck with helping our athletes get in that right mental state and bounce back quickly from their mistakes.